Good morning.
Morning.
Day 4, Thursday, August 28th. It was a chilly one last night. It was 44 in the tent. It was in the 30s when we first got out of the tent. But the sun is finally hitting us, so we're going to get moving, and I'm sure it'll get very warm very soon. Okay, we're leaving the PCT for a while. I'm going to do a nice big lake loop. This is probably the first section of trail where it's been a nice dirt trail.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I remember about the Desolation Wilderness. It's a very rocky trail.
It's like New Hampshire.
Yeah, but a little more gradual
Yes.
elevation change. So,
Yes.
all right, there's like 4 or 5 lakes we're going to go by. So that's going to be cool. I don't know if we're going to be going up or down. We've done a little bit of both on this trail, and it's all the lakes are to the right. So we'll see.
Don't let balloons go.
Yeah, we saw something reflecting from the sun, and
They land in the wilderness.
so that section of trail, the General Creek Trail from the PCT down to the Genevieve Trail, that felt like a wilderness.
Yes.
Lots of blowdowns. We got turned around once just because we were like in a boulder field and couldn't find the trail, but we figured it out. So we'll see what this, definitely tell this is not used a lot, this section. We're like on the northern boundary of the Desolation Wilderness. So yeah, curious to see how the trail looks once we get to the lakes. Okay, we've made it to Lake Genevieve, the first lake. Not as blue as some of the other lakes, but still very pretty. All right, we're at our second lake, Crag Lake, about 7,500 feet in elevation. We're going to take a little snack break here. All right, we're continuing our climb, passing Hidden Lake, hidden down there, appropriately named. Another lake, Shadow Lake, behind me. Looks a bit more marshy than some of the other ones. All right, it's a little afternoon. We're traversing Stony Ridge Lake. Hopefully we'll get a nice view at the other end of it. We'll see. It's a bigger one, probably the biggest one. Getting some better views of Stony Ridge Lake. Still traversing it. It's a long lake. We are way above Stony Ridge Lake now, continuing to climb to Rubicon Lake. All right, it's 1 o'clock. We've made it to Rubicon Lake. This is where we initially had planned to camp. Looks like there might be some good shady spots on the opposite side of the lake. So we'll regroup, see if this is home for the night, and then go from there. Okay, so we're at Rubicon Lake. We found a spot we can use to camp. I'm gonna go check the woods over here just to see. And also we're like less than a mile from another lake that's higher near the pass called Phipps Lake. We stayed at Phipps Creek last night, so that lake feeds into the creek that we were at. So we'll see. I mean, it's 1 o'clock. It'd be fine stopping for the day. We know there's trees here for shade. You never know. We get up to Phipps Lake just because it's a bit higher if there's going to be any shade. So all things to consider. This was our original stopping point, so more likely than not we'll stay here, which is fine. I don't think this area sees a lot of traffic. There is a little herd path going around the lake, which is nice. And also if we stay here, I could just do a little exploration up to the pass that we'll do tomorrow, but then also check out the peak, which we probably would have skipped if we're just going by tomorrow. So this could be a good place to stop for the day. Yeah, we'll see what's over here in the woods. Okay, did some scouting around Rubicon Lake. It's nice, but yeah, it's like 1-ish, so it's only like less than a mile to the next lake. We get some more climbing done, and instead of having like an 11-mile day tomorrow, it'll be a 10-mile day. So we're gonna push on to Phipps Lake, and we're thinking there's gonna be trees there, and we'll find somewhere nice to camp and have a little of tomorrow's hike done today. And in case you're wondering, there are definitely fish in this lake. Just saw them jumping up, going for flies and bugs. All right, it's around 2:30. We're a couple hundred feet above Phipps Lake, around 8,800 feet, I think. So this will be home for the night. If there is a trail to get up here, we certainly didn't see it, but now we see a bunch of cairns to go down to the water. So, I mean, it's just a few hundred feet from the trail to get up here, but it's surprisingly flat up here. So, lots of nice spots to camp. We got a nice shady spot. So I'm going to get all the camp stuff out of here and then go down to the lake to collect water.
So Brian just went to get water. I'm setting up the tent. I'm trying to dry it out a little bit. So there's the fly because it's all wet from like dew. It didn't rain last night, but it was all wet from dew. And then I'll set the actual tent up, let that dry out a bit before putting all of our stuff in. So we'll see how long it takes Brian to get water. I just started a stopwatch.
Oh, I hear a dog.
So I'm just up here putting the tent up. We're in a pretty remote area, so we didn't really think many people would come up here. And the next thing I knew, a dog comes barking, running at me. And I'm not a huge dog person. Like, I like my friends' dogs, but I'm not like a big dog person. And I was like, "Arr." And then the people were like yelling at their dog to come. And like, the dog wasn't gonna like bite me, but it was like not friendly approaching. And the people came, so it was like, but Brian had come back up the trail because he hadn't been gone that many minutes, because he was like, oh my god. He knows like dogs aren't my like thing. For dogs I don't know, but yeah, so the two people came over and they're doing like a 3-night trip. They're heading down to the lake. But I just heard the woman make a comment to say, oh, the lake's really far down there. So yes, the lake is far down there. I'm glad I'm staying up here and setting up the tent. So let me get back to that.
All right, made it to the lake. It's a pretty steep climb getting down here. So going up is going to be slow, but yeah, very nice lake. And of course, this is pretty remote. Didn't think we'd see anyone else here. And as I was getting ready to leave, a couple and their dog showed up. So I think they're looking to get down to the lake maybe. I guess we'll see.
So it's been about a half hour. Brian's back, tent's up, all his gear is out and in the tent, and now I'm going to set up my side.